Hey guys, welcome. Whoa, I'm zoomed in. Let's go back. We're good, and we're good. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the podcast of Unpack Your Bag podcast. Today, It is me, Tony Perks, the host with my now co-host. Now, we're going to co-host. Yes. We're going to co-host this.
Yes.
Yeah. So
it's official, guys.
With Matias Alejandro Padilla. Well, you need to have like a name. Do you want to use your real name or do you want to have like a?
I mean, you already said my real name. I'm fine.
And I did kind of say your whole government name.
And my full name.
I don't think I can edit that out. So my bad. I didn't even think about that. No. Honestly, I didn't think about that.
I mean, Matias, yeah. My mom gave me that name for a reason.
Yeah, that's true.
I got to use it.
Okay, because I'm more like Tony. It's honestly a shortened versions of both my names. So yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. So, anyways, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm all right, man. It's been a lot during this racial war.
It's been crazy.
Dude,
couple
it's
days.
like it's been these riots. It's like watching the news every day. It's like fuck, man. Like well, I just hate the curfews. I think the biggest thing is a curfew. It's like fuck, man. I'm trying to live my life. You know what I mean? Like I can't. Like it was 6 o'clock the other day.
No, it's crazy because you drive by and it's empty. The stores are closed. Everything's empty. That's to me is like the most strangest thing.
Yeah,
it's like an empty town, ghost town.
And it was weird because it was more empty now than it was like when the coronavirus and people like stay home. I feel like it's more empty now than it was during the pandemic.
That's bullshit.
Which is crazy to think about. Like during the pandemic, people are still out, but then the riots, no one's out when they have curfew.
Oh, well, it was the whole fear.
I don't know. It's just
the fear. What they're gonna like? What they say? If you get caught, you go to prison. There's Trump. The whole news is Trump is trying to say you get 10 years. They're trying to do a max for all the looters, or if you're out of curfew. All this shit.
Who wants to really?
You didn't hear him say that? He did like a whole speech kind of type of thing.
Was it yesterday?
I think it was the day before.
I saw, but when I'm watching the speeches, I don't really watch it. I just pay attention for anything that's like is going to affect me directly. Like curfew. All right, heard that. Everything else is like, Charlie Brown. That's why I watch the news. So
that's true.
So it doesn't affect me immediately. I don't even listen. But it's kind of bad. But
that's true.
That's just me though. I don't know. Maybe I should change my life around. You okay?
Yeah, but I don't know why my nose is just.
You need tissue?
No.
You can go get one really quick.
I need to go get allergy pills.
Really?
Yeah.
You sick?
No, I have. Sometimes like I get allergies, like really bad. Yeah. Oh, like to the point like my left ear starts hurting.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, you get like ear infections and shit?
I wouldn't know because I don't go to the doctor.
You have insurance?
Maybe. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just so used to not going, or like didn't have it when I was a little kid.
So you just never went.
So I just went back to the same theory that I always go to. Just fuck it.
Well, honestly though, real talk. Like I'm a nurse, but I'm against like somewhat of the medical like medications because like a lot of times people, it's like for example. Say you have depression and you go to the doctor and psychiatrist and like, we'll give you some depression medication. But then like the side effects are suicidal ideation, which is like gives you suicidal thoughts, which makes you more depressed. So, or insomnia. No. So then like the side effects of the medication that you're taking to cure one thing will cause an issue somewhere else, which means you got to take more medication for insomnia. Then it's going to give you ulcers. Then you got stomach problems. But now you're constipated. Now you got, so it's like I'm a more advocate of self-work more than medication.
No, I mean, same. I mean, same. But my thing is that actually sometimes those pills do work for people.
Yeah. And so, in severe cases, I get that.
I mean, but everybody's wired differently.
Yeah, that's true.
Same with drugs, same with everything. Somebody freaking takes 10 pills or whatever. Somebody takes one and then they die. I mean,
that is very true. That is true. And some people that get addicted to alcohol, some people could drink alcohol and never have a problem.
But I'm same with you. I mean, I don't want to take pills. I don't like pills. I don't like.
Yeah, I'm not so against it to where like if somebody needs it, but I'm just not out for like prescribing to everybody. Just like you have one thought or medication. It's like no, like let's think about what's wrong in your life, and then let's try fixing the problems in your life first before we just jump you on medication. You know what I mean? It's like, this is numb it again. Numb all your pain, all your problems again, and then you'll be stuck in depression once you're off the medication. That's how I feel about it. Anyways,
sure.
Go ahead.
No. I'm just I mean, just everything going on right now. Just this whole riots, this whole.
Do you want to participate in the protesting?
I do.
Really?
I do.
Okay.
There is inside like a side of me that wants to
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like the whole like fighting for the people, fighting for what's right, and
yeah,
and I'm all about that. Since so It's all bullshit, man. Like the whole bullshit with the police and all that stuff. I mean, I don't want to sit here and be like, everybody's the same. The cops are bullshit, but I feel like there's a good majority. I mean,
how I feel about it is, I don't think it's necessarily the police force. I think it's the lack of responsibility that's taken from the police force. Like, it's like you can kill people and get off.
No, that's
just
true.
because I think it's like, for me, it's not like the police department. It's the lack of accountability from officers who are corrupt is the problem for me. It's like, but these people weren't even like held accountable for killing that dude.
No,
now they are finally. But now
after how many days?
I know. But now it's like, all right, after the riots, they finally got this dude to get convicted, but it's still 3rd degree manslaughter.
I know it's not. Well, they changed it a second.
Okay, they did. Okay, yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, but did you? Okay, I watched the clip today, and this one was really interesting. I wish I could play the clip. I'll put it in the video. But there was a clip, and it was when the guy died, right? And I didn't, because I watched that clip the whole 10 minutes like a week ago, and I seen it. And I just couldn't watch the whole thing. But then someone showed a point at the end of the video when the guy was the ambulance came. Okay, so the ambulance pulls up next to the guy, and then like the camera view is like pretty much on the George. It's kind of on him, but you can kind of see the officer still on top of him. You can see part of the paramedics getting out or whatever. So the crazy thing is like, when they go and they start turning him over to put him on a gurney, you look at the people putting him on the gurney, who are the people that got out of the ambulance, and it was 2 cops.
Yeah, they have like cop uniforms.
Yeah, that got out of the ambulance.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
it's weird.
What the fuck were cops doing in an ambulance? And why were they putting him on a gurney? And the protocol for flipping a dead body over is not like that. They just flopped him over like it was like a dead fish. He was just like bloop, and just picked him up like it was like a cartoon. Like, put him on the thing and they just run off with the like, that's what it looked like. Here's a fucking cartoon.
No, you know what it looked like? And this is the shit that's crazy to me, and this is why I can't understand why people are so pissed or why they're so mad. Their attention is about looting and all that stuff. This is legit what happened, and this is what we saw. You ever seen Discovery Channel?
The what? Yeah.
I mean, not Discovery Channel, but like Animal Planet and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
Like Animal Kingdom, all this shit. Yeah, okay.
All right. You seen how the lions and the zebras and all that stuff?
Yeah.
How does the lion, sometimes it grabs his neck?
Yeah,
and it suffocates it.
Yeah, and then it's all like limp and like, okay.
Legit. That's legit what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
We literally saw a lion or whatever you want to say literally suffocate the other person.
The prey, and then and then kill it.
That's it.
And it was horrible. I mean, honestly, it's horrible. I can't watch the whole thing. Because I heard about the video and I'm like, okay. And my first thought was like, okay, another black guy being killed by the cops. Like, but for me, it's like, it's such a normal thing. I didn't freak out. I didn't really like think, oh fuck. I wasn't like that riled up, initially when I heard about it.
Yeah.
But then when I saw the video, I was completely disgusted. It was a slow, painful death this man had to
I skipped it. I was screaming through because I was like, there's no way this. I mean, jiu-jitsu. So I train jiu-jitsu. So I kind of know the pressure you get in your neck when you feel that. I mean, it's a really like suffocating. You just want to get out. So for me to see that, it was a little bit kind of crazy because he can't breathe and he's trying and then he dies and then they still have his knee.
After he's dead, limpless, lifeless.
That's crazy.
And the dudes, and it's like, what the fuck? As just a person, as a human being. I mean, even if I'm fighting somebody.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing, and then the other cops didn't even. I mean, that's my thing too. Especially the Chinese guy or the Asian guy. I'm sorry to say that, but
yeah, whoever he was, yeah.
I mean,
the guy who was standing there, like
yeah. I mean, he was getting pissed at them, and I mean, that shit even pissed me off. Like, dude. You fucking see that shit. Like, I know you see that shit. I feel like he did. And I feel like he kind of did like, fuck. But he was like, fuck, I got to back up my guy.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem. Because like the cops are more for them, which I understand like the brotherhood bond to a degree. I get that. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, this person is literally dying in front of you for absolutely no reason when it's not even necessary. And
people are seeing and look like, that's my thing too. Like if you're doing that, like at least something in your head will click like, fuck, okay, these people are saying like, he can't breathe. Okay, let me
at
check.
Least look back and see. At least look. You're the guy, like, you can turn around and see like this guy limp. Like, and the guy was like, I can't breathe. I'm dying on the ground. Like, and it's like, you're just slowly suffocating.
Yeah, dude.
Like, that shit is rough. Like I'm literally, it makes me emotional.
No, it's same. Like, I mean, for me, like I said, it's like a lion. It's like literally a lion, holding the zebra and and it's just dying, and then you see when the zebra dies, and then the body just goes limp.
It's limpless. Like it was so limp. It was like it was just like it.
And that's what's crazy, and people like, to think, oh, the looters and all this stuff. People just want to riot and all that. Like it's so much bigger than that. And me, not even being, let me get this straight too. I kind of want to say black.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I mean, African, black. I mean,
no, but here's my thing.
Okay.
You're American.
Yeah. 100%.
I mean,
I was born here.
Okay, why should we go like African American? You're an American. Mm-hmm. I mean,
regardless of
that's my thing. Is like they're like identifying like African American. Like, no, you're American.
That's true. That's true.
That's it.
I know, but the reason why they do that is to keep everyone divided in some way, shape, or form.
Well, I get that. That's why I kind of want to say, I'd rather say, black or white person. I mean,
yeah. I know.
So,
what do you think is more offensive? If someone were to say African American person or a black person, what would you say is more offensive?
But I see that's the thing. We were taught like you said back in the days, African American. So it was a thing such back in the day that I feel like they think it's okay or like it's whatever. I don't know. I just feel like the whole like African thing when it's not. The whole division like you said. I think we're all Americans or you're an American.
Yeah. And I understand that.
I guess yeah.
But I think for me, I mean, I personally don't take it offensively either way. Like I mean, people say black. I just think black is. It's just easier. Like, it's a black dude. Like, I don't think it's like...
I guess.
If someone would be like, yeah, some black dudes here. Like, I'm not going to be like...
I feel like
I'm not black.
Too.
What the fuck? I'm not like, oh my God, you look at that black. Like, well, how else do you describe me? I'm going to call you white. Like... You know what I'm saying? Like, if I didn't know you... If like I don't know... If I didn't know what you were, I would say you're Mexican. Just because I don't know. I'm just generalizing it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just basing off of like just texture, color, off the assumption. Yeah, because like I'm African, but I'm actually not African. I'm probably Nigerian or like Moroccan. There's all those countries. So nobody really knows what I am.
That's true.
But at the end of the day, like I'm not going to be offended because you say African American, but some people do. I mean, just describe the person. I'm not going to be like, well, there was a guy who chased me down and he was a guy with, hair that's not necessarily straight and his skin complexion. It's like you're just say black. Just say black or just say whatever it is. Like,
damn, I totally forgot where I was going now.
Oh, really? This is what we do all the time. Well, I got some topics we can discuss a little bit. And these are just random topics I wrote a long time ago. Like, honestly, probably like 2 months ago. And I'm just going to pick the first one that stands out.
So we're going So now we're going to go off topics, right?
Yeah, maybe a couple topics. But I want to talk about abortion. Oh. As a man, do you feel that abortion should be legal or abortion should be illegal?
It's not my body.
Okay.
It's not my choice.
Okay.
It's hard for me to... It's really hard for me to say do it or not because, to be honest, it's at the end of the day, it's not my body.
I get that. I understand.
And it's not my choice.
Okay.
So whatever you do, you got to face the consequences, I guess. But like that's my thing. If I guess let people choose. If they want to do it and then be with that girl or not with that girl, I mean it's hard.
I disagree. I disagree.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's like there is a gray area to this particular matter of abortion, not abortion. Uh-huh. There's one small gray area that I will say this is the gray area, but outside of that gray area, to me, it's black and white, which is it's either you yes or no. And I'm like, no, all the way. Okay. The only way I would say yes to a situation of that is if somebody was raped and now they're having a baby because they got raped is the only time I would think to be like abortion.
But see, the
thing is, this is why I'm against it.
Okay.
Because you know what you're doing. You know what sex leads to. You know that sticking your dick in is gonna, you know what happens with sex. Yeah. And there's all these different ways of preventing that.
Fuck.
There's always ways of preventing it.
Yeah.
So it's like if you didn't want the consequences, then why are you playing with fire? You could have been smart about it. Which the thing is, me, if that's the case, I'll own up to my mistakes. I'm not, or whatever happens, I'll have to deal with that. I'm not going to just take someone else's life because it's inconvenient for my life.
No.
And that's what I feel like. But at the same time, it's not my body. But at the same time, it's like we both made this.
Of course.
It's like, not you just sat here and just got pregnant on your own.
No, of course. But
so then it's like you don't have the ultimate say to be like, what happens? Because at the end of the day, like, we both were in this, and it's not fair for you to choose to be like, kill the baby off. You don't know who you're about to kill.
I know.
And that's where I'm. But the other part of me is like, women's rights, and they should have a right to choose what they want to do. But fuck that, because at the end of the day, you're killing somebody over your rights.
Okay.
You know, that's why.
Okay, it's like they tell you, how about you can't masturbate because you're killing your babies. I mean, listen.
I've killed a lot of babies. I'm a murderer.
Plenty of times.
I am a murderer. I'm sorry.
All over too.
I'm sorry. I mean, look.
Biggest crime scene.
But
my room.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I mean, okay.
I mean, I know it sounds so fucking stupid, and there's a whole.
But
thing,
you have a point. You have a point.
But you get me. It's like we can't, and like you said, you know what you're doing. That's not always the situation. You know,
how do you not know?
We don't, and that's the thing. Why? How are we going to choose if they can do it or not? That's the.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
But you said, how do we know? You said, right? How do we know?
How do we know?
I'm saying, like, how about the situation wasn't just like, oh, let's have sex and I got pregnant and no. How about it was just something they were forced? I mean, just like you said, they got
like rape or something.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. The gray area, you know.
But with that you can't. I mean, it's either yes or no.
And I know, and honestly, if I had to really choose, I would always say no, regardless rape or not.
Okay, yeah,
that's. I mean, cool, yeah. It's just because.
No, that's fine.
Because how I look at it is just, it's not fair. I know that it's not fair to you, but it's also not fair to you to decide who lives and dies.
No, it's
not
true.
Fair for someone who's unborn and doesn't have a choice yet to choose if they live or die because of the inconvenience it placed on your life, especially when you chose to be in that situation most of the time. I know there's times where that's not the case.
I get that.
You know, so that's how I really feel. Is like, we're adults.
Okay, here's my thing. Now, I know sometimes the system fails people and all that stuff. Like, let's say, sometimes.
Oh shit! I think your recording turned off.
No,
you
because
press the button?
Let me see.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. My. Oh, was I recording the whole time?
I got it on mine, so I'll still be on mine anyway. So you're fine.
What was I gonna say? My thing is too, like, sometimes kids are born into the devil's house.
I understand.
They're like legit, and then it's like they're on hell. It's like like the whole Gabriel case, the whole Gabriel kid, and you know, there's probably millions. I understand. You know, that kid was legit living in Satan's house.
Yeah, I understand that.
So it's like,
it's hard. I'm not like I'm not proud.
No,
I'm not proud. Like,
so that's why it's hard for me to even say, like, to even have like a clear like yes or no, because I can't, man. And to be honest, I never even experienced how a pregnancy is.
I understand.
So for me, like, to even like, how to hold the baby and how to feel like I would never experience that.
I understand that.
So I wouldn't know, like. And then sometimes there's some really drug addicts that have babies, man, that shouldn't. And then the babies grow up really messed up. I mean,
but then sometimes people are drugs and it doesn't.
It's true.
And I'm actually a living testimony of that, because my mother was on drugs. My brother's severely handicapped. I'm not.
Oh, shit.
You know? So I get that. I do. Like, I do.
Yeah.
But
play with
it's like if she would have just said no, I would not be here.
It's true.
And I'm like, I
love
life.
Maybe you would have been somewhere else. I mean, that's the thing. Like, how do we know? Like,
I know. I mean, and I'm not saying like this is not. I mean, this is my opinion. I'm not saying that this is definitive fact for everybody. It's just one man's feelings about.
No, it's
how
hard.
I would do it. But I'm also, I don't know. I'm not a woman. I don't know what pregnancy is like. I will never have a vagina. I'm not going to be a trans and turn into a vagina. I don't know. I'm not.
What?
Well, I don't understand.
You don't have one?
You know, so a segue into that. Sorry, Dick. No, what I don't understand, what really confuses me, and this is totally off topic from that, but before you just say goes in there, is how come, okay, we have gay people. This is going to be such a controversial topic. I already feel like this is going to be so bad. They're going to hate me. People are going to hate me.
Okay, so should we go is it a big topic, or should we continue and then finish this and then jump into that next topic?
Okay, I mean, but I think we can set our points. Essentially, like, I'm still like, no, you're like, yes, no, but you can't. You just like let the person choose. Essentially,
yeah. I guess I'm all
a part of me is like that, but I'm people, like, but it's like when your choice infringes the rights on somebody else, it's like fuck.
It's like, okay, let's say if two little kids were now little kids are having sex. I mean, just imagine like if it goes down to like the age really low.
I know. I mean, you think about incest and stuff, right? I mean, all these situations where it's fuck.
All this shit, like, you get me? Like,
I know.
It's just, how about that incest or whatever, or your brothers, whatever, you have kids and then they have sex. I mean, something that they didn't know. And then one of them gets pregnant. What are you going to do? Like, you get me? That's the thing. There's just so many different situations.
I know. Like, and that's why there's a gray area. Honestly, I think that there's no... It's always going to be a gray area in every situation. There's always gray area. Gray area is like, black and white. Like, one is yes, one's no, and then one's like, it depends.
Yeah.
And so those circumstances, it depends. But if someone's out there having sex just because, why the fuck are you going to get an abortion? Like, it's
no.
So,
I mean, there's condoms, there's plan.
Thank you. There's ways,
Yeah.
So I'm not, like, trust me, I'm a guy who had a kid out of wedlock. So, my thing is
what is that?
Wedlock. Like, I'm not being married, having a kid,
Same,
yeah.
Same.
So I'm like, still at the end of the day, though, I understand there is a small percentage of gray area, very small percentage. Mm-hmm. But majority of the time, people are just going to get abortion because it was inconvenient. And like, that's why I'm like, that's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
But here's the point.
It's like, you knew what you were doing when you laid down. You knew.
Okay. So what are the rules? Like, you can do it up to like what? How old? When do they have a heartbeat? When are they created into something?
Well, I mean, I guess like there's so many. Yeah,
it's like, how about there is really nothing? Like, how about there is really nothing? I mean, see, that's me agreeing to like it's cool. But see, that's
I do understand.
My thing is like,
though.
it's both. It's in a way, I feel like it was tough for us that it was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Fuck. This is like something.
It's a hard topic. I would really like
topic. A woman.
We need a woman here.
A woman. That's true.
Because I know women. There's women that I know that are like pro-abortion, even though they know it's wrong. That's what they got to live with. And my defense is, I understand it's your choice and it is your body, and ultimately it's your choice. Ultimately, I can say whatever I want. Yeah. Ultimately, it's in your body, and you're gonna choose what to do.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is, if it took both of us to create this thing, let's both to try to figure out a solution.
No, I mean, you're right,
but I'm still all for like not doing that shit. Fuck that. Like, if you know what you're doing, then you got to deal with the consequences. Like, I'm not trying to run. I mean, and that's what I think for me.
I'm saying, but like I said, it's just
it's hard. I mean, there's a lot of situations that I didn't even think about the incest and like the whole. I mean, like your kids do it by accident, don't even know.
I mean, let's say like how like we even say rape or like your uncle or something.
Molested or something.
You get me? It's like
I know, and those I'm like, fuck.
Like, do you really want to
be like? I mean, keep the kid. Like,
and here's the thing: is like if you keep the kid, whatever. Okay, let's say you keep it. They ask him, who's the dad? Be like, wait, it's not your uncle? Like, what do you think she would think every single day? Like, my son or my daughter is the creation of my uncle raping me? Like,
I know.
That sounds really fucked up.
I know. Like that's like your Uncle Daddy. Like literally, literally Uncle Daddy.
That's fucked.
There's a show and there's a show called Claws and they call this guy Uncle Daddy, and he's actually Uncle Daddy. But then I found out this story that there's a person who is actually Uncle Daddy, a real Uncle Daddy.
Like he's an uncle and the dad
of the person is. There's the story that there's a person, they're homosexual, mm-hmm. and their sister is a homosexual, and then they gave their semen to the sister's wife, so then they can have a baby. But he's also the technically father of the baby, but also the uncle of the baby.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked. That's like, I mean, you're kind of mixing.
But he did give it to his sister's wife.
Oh, sister's wife.
The wife is a lesbian, or the sister's a lesbian, and he's homosexual.
Well, that's fine.
But
the thing is that she wants to keep the genes inside, so like a little bit of
she wants to have the But still, it's like he's the technical dad, but he's also the uncle to the baby, so therefore he's the Uncle Daddy.
What?
Like I know it's like it sounds when you hear Uncle Daddy like whoa, then it's like okay, it's kind of foreseeable, but yeah, I don't know. I can't go on these topics anymore because this is gonna be way too controversial. Let's just keep it for one episode. We went really far into a lot of stuff. I don't want to go too far today. But yeah, so right now it's just this coronavirus is. Oh, did you hear about this? The case is spiking again.
Where?
19,000, I guess. I don't know.
Like that's
honestly,
that's
I just
my
hear
thing.
random
like,
words.
Are those real numbers?
I don't know.
Like, are those really real numbers?
The thing is, the problem is that when doctors were all coerced to say that anybody who even exempted had a symptom of potential coronavirus would be dead if they died would be because of corona.
Yeah.
So pretty much it's like saying, hey, if you had a cough and you had a fever, but you got hit by a bus, you died from corona.
Or if you knew somebody that had it, or in something that you probably got died from coronavirus.
Yeah, and it's like that's the numbers. That's so skewed. And then why is it?
You, corona.
But why is it that they focused on all the deaths from corona, but not all the people who either didn't exude symptoms or survived? The survival rate is so much higher.
It's a whole fear thing. I mean, with the whole COVID, dude, we went into a whole lockdown. I mean, we're still wearing freaking masks
everywhere I go.
I mean, so
I'm
you
like,
got me.
Damn.
It's
yeah,
and then especially everything going on, all this stuff. I don't know, man. It's just a whole. I mean, we can go into different topics with all that stuff that everything's going on. Cover up. It can be a cover up. It can be something. I mean,
it can be a distraction. I don't. The thing is, what's hard is that when you start going in a topic like this, people think you're a conspiracy theorist. You know, they think it's like, oh, it's conspiracy. But the funny thing is, the FBI made up the term conspiracy theorist because they were trying to get people to not pay attention to the people that are telling them the truth, which are the conspiracy theorists.
That's my thing, and that's why, like, sometimes
I watched a whole documentary.
Sometimes I don't even say shit because it's like, damn. Sometimes
people think you're crazy.
Like, damn, this motherfucker's crazy.
It's like I'm so not crazy. But when you say you're not crazy,
like,
you seem more
peace
crazy.
Out, man. Walk out. Fuck, this motherfucker's crazy.
I'm never talking to him again. Fucking weirdo. I was like, no, bro. I was like, no, like you don't understand. Like, it's frustrating. It's because it's like when you start to pay attention, you start to realize, okay, like this does not add up. Like stuff that they're doing doesn't even add up. Doesn't make sense. And then why, if you knew that the government was against people, let's just use minorities. Mm-hmm. If the government's been against minorities for decades and decades now, okay, then why would you trust them to give you real news?
That's my thing.
Like, I mean, just think about that. If you say that this institution is so racist and it's all for white people, right? And that's what that's for. Would use it hypothetically. Then why would you trust the newscast that they broadcast to tell you what's the truth?
That's my saying. And they I mean, they dictate it. They type it. They get to choose. I mean, here's my thing too. And it's like, all right, if we're all doing the same news, you flipped it through like different news stuff. It's all different, like point of views, all different news. It's all different. Everything's different. Everything's completely different. So that's my thing too. Is like, all right, if this is the real news, like, why is everybody showing something different or talking about something a little bit different, or it's just different point of views?
But there's one thing that I did notice, that I'd seen this video and it was like probably like, I don't know, it had to be maybe 40 or 50 different newscasters, okay? And they all had the same exact opening slogan up into the newscasting thing. Like the verbatim, it was like, one showed it was like, oh, it's awfully sunny, like a quick little random, like it's like very particular saying.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. And it was like, it showed 50 broadcasters saying the same exact thing across the United States. Okay? So that told me is the same people are controlling all those newscasters because they're all saying verbatim the same thing. That means that one or a few entities is controlling what all those newscasters say across the United States, which means if they're controlling all of them, they're controlling what everybody is saying and what they're
fucked.
saying. I mean, it's like,
no,
bro,
I agree.
You know, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, it sounds crazy, but then when you start paying attention, you're like, damn, that crazy. Is. That, you know.
All right, man, I gotta go.
He's like, we'll play the podcast. Weirdo. I mean, I think I've been in this so long now.
Same. I agree with you.
You know, we'll tackle that rabbit hole another day because, you know.
Damn, we still got a lot I know. We can still got a lot of episodes we can talk about a lot.
Yeah. So, but I do want. Okay, so we got the abortion.
I mean, I know you want to talk about something.
What?
You said, remember we're in the abortion, you were like, I know this is something completely whole off the topic.
Oh, okay. So, I'm sorry, homosexual community, you're gonna hate me, but you're not gonna hate me. You're not gonna hate me.
Oh,
no. This is true. Okay. What I don't understand, and this is not every gay person. I'm not speaking for everybody. I've just seen these couple things, and I'm very confused.
You seen?
I've seen this personally and in the media.
Okay.
Say you have let's use two lesbian women. Okay, you have
let's use guys.
Okay, we use two guys. Okay, whatever. Nah, it's just, I don't like it because it's
too bad. Too bad. I want to use guys. It's easier.
Okay, you guys use girls.
Nope, you use guys.
No. Okay, no, but okay. So we'll take it out. Okay,
2 girls.
So you have 2 girls,
2 guys,
2 lesbians. Okay,
guys.
One lesbian is a stud. You know what a stud is?
Like a man.
Yeah, dressed like a man.
Tomboy,
like swag,
I guess we say.
Yeah,
we say tomboy.
Tomboy acts like a dude, wants to be a dude, and then you got the other lesbian chick who's just like a girl, like a real like a woman. Why does a lesbian chick who is lesbian go after a woman who's trying to be a dude when you can just go be with the dude?
But how about if they don't like dick?
Then why are you going after a masculine guy?
But they're not under all that.
Okay, well then why do they use? Why do they use pleasurable toys that are shaped like a man?
Here's my thing, though.
Thank you very much.
No, hold on.
Thank you very much.
No, that's fine.
Drop the mic.
Why do guys stick shit up their ass?
I don't know.
There's a lot of cases like that. Have you not seen and I know your ass seen a lot of. It's the same shit.
I don't understand it though. I don't understand.
Okay, here's what I think. I feel like when people think about that, they think about like that girl or the girl that acts like a man is like manly and fucking is like us. They're
trying to be.
Trying. That's the word. They're trying, but they're not. I feel like girls. I feel like they want to see like, oh, he's. I don't want to say they want a man in their life.
Because they don't, because
no, like they like the whole like affection. Maybe girls are more affectional, maybe girls and all that stuff, but they just want to see of a kind of like a man image. If that makes fucking sense, I probably sound so stupid right now.
It's okay. Hear myself.
Hear myself.
So you want a woman wants a man image in a woman?
I guess. Like how about I guess we call him, like a little bitch,
Understandably, okay, they're a little bitch. They're acting like a sensitive,
like a man. Like a man is almost sometimes they're almost like women.
Yeah, okay,
and
I understand that.
The girl is fucking dominating the fuck out of them.
Okay, yeah, okay, I understand that. But why? But then it's like, okay.
And then the whole
I just don't understand. It's confusing. It's confusing because I'm like, if you want masculine energy, just go for a man. But then you try to go for a woman because you want soft energy. But then you want to have the masculine traits with the soft energy.
Well, it's the same thing when you have gay guys with a girly girl. That's a gay guy is a
there's a masculine dude and there's a feminine dude, right? Mm-hmm. I don't understand. Like why I mean I don't know. I'm not saying like I'm right. I just don't understand. I don't understand it. Like if you want a woman, if you want the feminine energy, just be with the woman.
Well, hold on.
One that acts like a woman.
Would that be kind of more of a transgender type of thing?
What do you mean? Like that whole thing?
Yeah, because dressing and all that stuff. Kind of. I'm saying kind of.
Well, no, because you have drag queens like dudes that dress up as women and like oh, yeah, but then they're like dudes.
Okay, but they're gay. They're just like regular. They don't act girly.
They do. They're drag queens. That's what they do. They put the makeup on, wigs, and act like a woman, like a straight up.
Do you think they want to be a woman? You think some of them want to?
I know they want to pretend to be a woman for a little bit, but then go back to being a dude. You see how confusing this is? Do you see why? I'm not saying I'm mad at them. I'm not saying like I'm just like I'm trying to understand it, and I can't understand it.
Yeah.
I can't understand.
No, I never really thought about that. Like to just sit down and think about. Like
the button.
Like, why do they want girls that just like?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's because I think it's just like I don't get it. Like, I mean, I'm a dude and I want a woman.
That's true. I'm gonna think about that.
I'm not gonna go for a girly man. I'm gonna go for a woman. Like, I mean, so it's like, what's the point of going for a girly man? Now go for a buff woman if that is the case. I don't like buff women.
But it's all about the inside, Anthony.
I know, but also outside means something too. Like
no,
I'm shallow to some degree.
It's a hard thing because
it is hard. It's just confusing for me.
It is. I mean, and I'm not even against them. I mean,
I'm not against it either. Cool. I just want to understand it. I think for me, I'm not saying like it's wrong. I just really want to understand. Like, someone can you tell me like I just don't get it. And
or somebody just says like, yeah, like why do you like? Okay, if you like, okay, is anybody out there that is a lesbian? That likes girls that are kind of like tomboy, like why?
Or masculine
what is
women?
it? Or have you been in a relationship? what is it? Is it, are they manly? I mean, I kind of want to know too. Like, how is that relationship? Do they act more manly? Is it like a girl?
Because every relationship has that. No matter where you go, there's always a more dominant person. Like there was more masculine person. I'm not saying dominant is masculine. What I'm saying is there's a more masculine trait in one person and a more feminine trait in every person, whether they're women or men.
That's true.
So in every relationship, that always happens. So but I just don't understand is how come if you want a feminine person, why not just be with a woman?
That's true. Think about that.
You know, and if you want masculine trait, be with a man. I mean, I don't agree with the lifestyle, but that's not my point.
Excuse me?
My thing is just well, I mean, you know, hey, I don't condone it. That's it. That's what you want to do. I'm not telling you.
Excuse me?
I'm not telling you not to live your life. Just I don't agree with it. But that's who cares what I say.
Remember
and it's just more.
Remember, you have kids.
I know. I think I've thought about this,
and that's why sometimes too I'm like, damn.
I got to be careful. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not saying I don't like anybody. It's just
no. I just
this is my opinion. That's just how I feel. I just
That's your value.
I want straight kids. I want to be like me. That's how I am. That's it.
Well, I mean, you can't. You don't choose.
I know I don't choose. No, like at the end of the day, like real talk. If my daughter were to come and tell me, or if I had a son, I mean, I would first be like, let's make sure this is real before. I'm not letting this just hold up. Before you say you don't want something, let's try something first before you say you don't want something.
But how about the little kids? You're gonna go take a little kid, go have sex with a woman?
No. I'm saying as they get older, you know, when they're older, you know, I'm not gonna take them. I'm just like,
wait.
before you decide to jump ship and say this is what you want. Like, let's think about this first. You know, let me
just wait.
Let me figure out, because this is, I don't know, this is what I want. But at the end of the day, if my son were to tell me that and this is what he wants to live, I'm not going to condone his lifestyle. I'll be like, great, but I'm still going to love my son regardless. It's my son. It's my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
we talked about that. Remember, it's like no matter what, it's like that's
my kid regardless. Like, you know, that's still me. It's still like a little miniature me, just the gay version.
Because no matter what, anything happens to him, that's it. I mean, it's just
it's still my son. Like, you can be gay. You're my son though. God.
All right, guys. Anthony has a gay son already.
It's gonna be it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be like, if that happens, it's just gonna be.
I mean, why?
It will
be different.
It will be different.
Yeah.
It would just be because like I so desperately want to relate with my son with stuff, with like that kind of stuff, like the man stuff.
I would like to hear stories. I would actually like to talk to somebody and hear stories. And the reason why is because there's like my dad actually told me a story. He I think it's his uncle or cousin. I think it's family related. Or maybe a good friend. I'm not sure.
Okay.
This is when, you know, back in where I'm from, Chile.
Okay.
You know, family from Chile.
Yeah.
So, I guess his friend or the cousin, whatever, they had a kid that was gay.
Okay.
You know. Okay. And he told him and all that stuff. And eventually the family split up. They got, you know, the guy divorced his wife.
Okay. Jeez.
And I even think there was like a hard time with his kid.
Okay.
And you know, my dad would tell me, he's like, you know, he would tell me, he was like, you know, my friend would tell me, he's like, Lolo, you know, I'm using my dad's name.
Okay.
Lolo.
Okay.
He was like, you know, it's hard, you know, when you come home and you go upstairs and you see your son laying down with another man. Mm-hmm. You know, that's and something, tough. And you know, and that's something that you're not. Even
my daughter, I would be like,
you're not ready for it.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a shock. Like,
that's a shock. That's a shock.
I mean, for me personally, would be. You know, I get it. You know,
so it's like, damn. And then, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's conflicts between you and your wife because it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like, hold on.
Yeah, and then
it's not your parents' fault.
It's not.
You know, it's not your parents' fault. Some people just decide this the way they want to live.
But that's hard. No, it's hard. When I was thinking about it, I was like, damn, that's hard because it's true. Because like even me, if I put myself there, I was like that might be super fucking hard for me. Like, I mean, I'll probably be like, it'll take me a while.
I'll eventually get over it. It's like I've been wanting so bad for my son. You know, I've been wanting so bad for my son. I'm like, hey, yeah. This is nice enough, man. You know,
what's that? You see the music video that Logic?
No,
Logic did the suicide one.
Jordan Lucas, you mean?
No. Logic did. This is like a while back. This was playing the radio. It was like the suicide number.
No, I didn't see them. I never heard of it.
Yeah, you have heard about it.
I don't know.
Yes.
Wait. Logic made a song. The artist, the white rapper.
Yes.
He made a song about suicide.
Yes. This is like a while back. This is like
a few years ago.
It was maybe like a year or two.
Okay.
This was playing like in the radio. It was all over.
Oh,
this
really?
is like when like Logic was like playing in the radio a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
And the video was of the kid. He was gay, and his dad found out and stuff like that, and it just kind of shows like his whole process and all stuff, and eventually he ends up getting married with him, and his dad is there and all that stuff. But it just shows the difficult road of like
the struggle for like that lifestyle.
Yeah, like you can see that kid was trapped so much inside himself. Like he was desperate. He was so trapped inside himself.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It's a good video.
I think
it's a good video.
I think it's hard because like even though people are more liberated now, there's still a big societal like to a certain degree. I feel like it's still frowned upon to a certain degree when you look at overall. I think some people are still like because people are still afraid to come out. You know.
Well, that's because it's the whole taboo stuff. No, that's the whole like Hispanic stuff. Imagine the Hispanic culture. You know, if you tell that shit to an Hispanic dad, you know, it's not.
Yeah, gonna, that same with the black dad. We same boat. I'm like, what? You know, so I get it. You know,
so it's a whole taboo thing too.
But you know, I think at the end of the day,
even now, your parents sometimes think shit is wrong that you're like, Mom, really?
Yeah. It's like, huh? Like no. But no, but like honestly, like going back to the point though, like if that were to happen, I'm going to accept my kids regardless. Yeah. I mean, I accept everybody. I mean, the thing is, live your life. I'm not saying I want it. I don't want to be a part of like that stuff, but if that's what you want to live, I'm totally fine with it. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to care if you do. Live your life.
No, but it's,
you know, like I don't hate anybody because I'm just like, I don't agree with it. But just because you don't agree doesn't mean I don't hate you. It doesn't mean I hate you. I'm just like, I don't want to do that. Cool.
No, I get it. You know? Trust me. I mean, my thing is, I always go back kind of sometimes to animals.
Yeah,
I mean that's nature does it. I mean, the reproductive system, it works with a male and a woman.
It fits perfectly.
I mean, so that's my thing.
It fits perfectly.
I'm cool with it. I mean, fuck it. I mean, whatever. But if we're going to like kind of real facts and how real shit is and like science and how it naturally is, because even animals do it. You know.
Yeah.
It's you need a male and a woman to reproduce.
And that's the way life goes.
You know.
Unless you're asexual and reproduce yourself, which
what?
I don't know. I heard that term like in science class a long time, asexual or something. So I could be wrong. I don't know if that's actually correct.
So that's that is one good thing. Like we do want to know. I guess what do you guys? Damn.
I don't know what the question is.
No. My thing was, why do you guys like girls that just like guys? You know.
It's not the bash. I just really don't understand it. I'm curious. Like, I just want to know. Like, really, like,
I want to know a personal opinion.
I mean, get some people that I want to get like a few people that are in that situation and explain like what is it like, or just can you like give me a rundown of your thought process? Because it's just confusing for me, and I just want to know and understand. I never
thought about it.
You know,
because I'm always like, that's cool. I mean,
I know someone who's like that, who's like a stud, but I mean, they're a stud, but I never had the conversation. Like, I mean, I don't know. If that's
how do they act?
Like a dude.
But like, how like
they're still a girl, but they act like a dude.
They have like a dude.
Like, they just act like they're a dude. Like, they just don't care about anything. Have like somewhat of a chip on their shoulder. Like they don't act like, you know, feminine and dainty.
Yeah.
And not even like necessarily dainty or weak. Not like weak, but like, because not women are necessarily weak. It's just like, they're just not. They have more masculine energy.
You mean they're not little bitches.
Precisely. I mean, that's what I'm trying to get around to. Yes. I mean, that's honestly, that
I know.
Everybody, that's really what I was trying to say, but he said it. I didn't say that. He said it, but I agree.
Well, you were thinking about it.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it. I was going to say it. I don't want to be that guy because I already feel like the thing is the reason why I'm trying to clarify myself, because I know if someone hears this, they hear one part, they're going to think like, you're a bash. I'm like, I just want to understand.
But that's their opinion.
I just want to understand. I don't want to bash. I want to understand.
That's true.
That's really what it's about. You know,
reaching out. Anybody reaching out?
Yes, anybody out there, please let me know, because I just want to know why. I mean, I guess the whole journey of everything to me is just, I just want, like we said before, I just want to understand why. I just want to understand why.
Right, no, that's true.
Like,
but then, like I was sometimes just fuck it. It's like it's how it is. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, there's no explanation sometimes.
Like, who decided that telling somebody the truth is rude?
I think that's personal opinion.
But like, think about it. If you're a blunt person, most people, the majority of like society deems you as rude. If you're like just not, if you weren't,
I think that's the people that's not exposure to the world, or to,
which is a lot of people.
You get me? Because a lot of people, sometimes a lot of people are like kind of like sugar coated, or like, I mean, okay, so I mean, jumping to a different topic or the whole thing. I mean, this is okay.
We got about 15 minutes left, FYI.
Oh shit. So okay, let's just go to a different topic. Okay, what do you think about this whole shit? Then like with the kids giving the kids trophies if they lose and all that stuff.
Don't
like,
agree.
You know,
don't agree.
That's the same.
Don't agree.
I'm the same
at all.
I'm the same.
You're saying?
Well, that's what I was going to. Is like, you know, a kid has to learn how to lose because
it's a part of life.
I think it teaches you how to work harder, and once you reach that goal, how good it feels, like the hard work. And now that I'm older, it's like, damn, like I missed that.
Yeah,
I legit missed that.
And you know, thank you for bringing that point up, because like even like with my daughter, like she's not super strong, but I always tell her she's strong. Like I program in her head like every day, like you're strong, you're beautiful. Same. And I tell her like we have like a whole mantra, like I'm like, what's your last name? And she's like, it's Perkins. I'm like, what does it mean? She says it means I'm strong and I can do anything. I make sure that she knows this so she can overcome. Yeah. But at the same, so my daughter, I'm like, I'm gonna, you know, give you more stuff, but I don't. Just because you participate does not mean you did well enough to receive a reward for participating.
I agree.
I don't agree with that. I just think it sets you up for failure in the long run.
Well, it's not that, but it's like you create weak
entitlement.
You create weak persons, soft persons.
Yeah.
To be honest,
100%.
That's men and a girl. You get me? You know how bad like even like soccer. I play soccer. You know, club, and fuck. You know how many times I lost a final before? That shit sucked.
And it hurts. It hurts.
And tournament, sometimes fucking, you know, playing a whole bunch of games, playing a whole bunch of teams, and you go and you fucking lose, and you're like, fuck, so close. Yeah. But then sometimes when you win, that shit feels so good.
But see, you need to lose to make the winning feel so bomb. Like, you know, like you.
Fuck yeah. And then that's what makes you more hungry. Yeah. That feeling. That like damn,
losing makes winning feel great.
It does. It does.
Like, honestly, the fact of losing.
Need
like,
that shit.
I mean, I don't agree.
And it's a little bit hard because sometimes I have a daughter, so sometimes I'm like, fuck. Like, Daddy.
That's why I need a son.
I'm like, shit.
That's why I need a son.
Okay, you won.
Okay. Let me tell you a quick funny story. I hope that I'm not getting in trouble for this. The other day, we were down here, me and my wife were watching the news, and we were watching all the protests, and, you know, and we're like watching like the white people spray like all the buildings, you know, all this, like, they were like breaking up shit. Yeah. And so my wife's like, where are the niggas at? Like, where are the niggas at? Yeah, and so I'm like, yeah, like, where are they at? Like, there's really no niggas here. Like, I don't understand. Yeah. And then so Autumn was upstairs, like, in her room. And all of a sudden, like, within, like, 30 seconds, she just comes down and says, where are the niggas at? I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, don't say that. I started laughing because, like, please don't say that. You can't say that. I'm just laughing because, like, I'm just like, bro, like, I didn't even... Gosh, like, she's like, where are the niggas at? I was like,
what your wife said? She was dying or what? Your wife, she was dying.
She was like, no, don't say it. We both laughed, but she was like, don't say that. And then so I took Autumn outside. I was like, Autumn, don't say that, okay? And I was like, say it again one more time. Where are the niggas at? I was like, all right, go play. Don't say it. I was like, okay, real, don't say it now. Don't say it again.
Say that to our friends.
I was like, please don't.
Go over.
I'm like, please don't say it again, but real, you can say it this one time.
Hey, kids are funny though.
They
got no filter.
They don't. They're like, honest. They're real.
Like my daughter, she lives in Arizona, so you know the whole Corona thing and all that stuff. She thinks it's fake because the household they kind of live on.
Oh, they think that. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I understand. I understand now.
So it's funny, but she's like, I talked to her and I'm like, yeah, you know, we're on lockdown because of Corona and stuff. And she's like, the Corona's fake. And she's like, I don't know why the people wear a mask. And she does that in public.
Oh my god!
Like, no filter. Like, no, like if you're gonna say that, say that to my ear or something.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
But she'll be walking. She's like, they don't know the coronavirus is fake.
It's like that was only for Inside House. Inside House only. No, okay. All right, here's another kid story that's really funny before we wrap this up. So we were in the store, right? And we were in 99-cent store. And you know, like the Jesus figure, you know, it's a white person, you know, the Jesus, like, you know, thing, you know?
How do we even know?
Okay, right. Okay. So that's what, but you know, you see pictures of Jesus, it's always like white. Yeah. So, I mean, we know that he's not white. Clearly, he's from Jerusalem, you know. He's definitely Muslim. Not white, you know. So I told my daughter, like, you know, he's not white, you know, he's from Hebrew, you know, he's Jerusalem, so he's definitely not white. Mm-hmm. So we're in the store, we're walking by, and we seen the candle, like the St. Mary, and we seen the picture of Jesus, and my daughter's like, wait, Dad, look, this isn't white. This isn't right. Jesus is not white. He's Hebrew. And I'm just like, and this Mexican guy walks by, he's like, stops him, and is like, she's right. She's right. Like, it's true. Honestly, he's definitely not white.
It's true.
I mean, even he's not.
I agree.
He's definitely not white though. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, and I was like, wow. And then she tells me like, yeah, Jesus isn't white. He's Hebrew. He's Hebrew. I'm just like, you know what? I ain't mad at you, cuz. I ain't mad.
She's right though. No,
she is. You know, I mean, even if he's whatever he is, you got hit that button. Whenever what he is though, he's definitely not white. That's all I'm trying to say. Is he's definitely not white.
That's a big topic too.
It is a big topic.
Damn, we got
which we're gonna have to discuss on the next podcast.
So the topics today. So let's go rewind today.
We went over
today. Abortion.
Abortion.
What's up? No, you go no.
Still no.
I'm in the middle.
I'm like middle no, but more no than middle.
I do
more no than middle.
That's true.
I'm more no than middle, but I do understand there is middle times.
Like it's a little bit acceptable. Okay.
I mean, it's like you get a pass. It's like I'm the ultimate decider. It's like
hey, here you go.
I was like, yeah, get the side one. You even know it. No, so that one, no, middle.
Yeah.
The homosexual like
dating
the masculine feminine
dating
thing.
dating the same sex but
with the opposite energy.
Opposite energy. Yeah.
That's how I would explain it. I don't know if that's necessarily politically correct, but that's how I would say it. And then what was the other thing? The whole thing with your kids. I think that's like the whole if you should give kids trophy even though they lose. Oh no participation. No. I think that just causes people to be weak, like you said earlier, weak later on in life, and then you don't even know. It's like if you can't take not getting an award, or your child not getting an award for not doing anything, sitting on the bench, you have a problem. Imagine the real world. Imagine when, like, that's what I'm saying too. Like, you have a problem. I mean, as the adult getting upset because your kid is not getting a participation award for sitting on the bench and doing nothing, you have a problem. That's true. Like, that's just no. That's true. I agree. There's no other way for me to say it. You have a problem, bro. The kids learn. I mean, it's a learning experience. I grew up with that shit. Like, I grew up losing. I mean, and skateboarding has taught me this reason why I'm so hard on this. Life. But skateboarding has taught me that everything I've learned through skateboarding was me trial and error over and over, failing over and over consistently. As soon as you get on, you're gonna fall. So it's not like you get up and just be, hey, you good job for standing there next to the board. No, like you didn't ollie, you didn't do a kickflip, you didn't know. You got to keep trying until you get it, and then you're like. So for me, that's my life has been that way over and over. It gets ready for life. So. I mean, I just think participation awards don't need to, not necessarily. Kids shouldn't get shit. And if the parents get mad for the kids not getting participation awards, the parents have more problems than the kids do already. So you're saying if you suck, get better. Yeah, exactly. If you suck, don't be mad about sucking. Just get better. Like, don't be mad at me because you suck. So even like right now with adult life too. If you're not doing good and working on stuff, fucking get better. Yeah, and don't blame anybody else. Get better. Because in the day, like the reason why I'm so hard about that, because we have the internet, we have access to all information pretty much at our fingertips whenever we want, and you can get a smartphone for free through Obama. What? Yeah, they still give out the little smartphones for free. So you don't even have to say, you don't even have to be like, oh, I don't have. No, you have the knowledge. You have the access to get knowledge that nobody else had before. Library. Library. You have Google. You have Google. That's true. No, but I'm saying like even if you have internet, I mean, you got books, and you can get free Wi-Fi from McDonald's or the library. Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I forgot about that. Dude, Starbucks. There's so many there's so many opportunities. So like, I don't believe in the whole like blaming somebody else at this point in time. There are people there. I'm not saying like there are situations that are like, yo, that's some fucked up shit. Like I can't, like, you know. Yeah. But majority of the time, I just don't like people complaining because it's like. You can change the situation. You know, let's just fix it. Change what you need to change for your life, and then go on and move. Get better. Get better. That's a great way to end the podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. Do you have any more parting words? No. Get better. Get better. Just get better, y'all. Just please get better. Okay. Until next time. I love y'all. Thank you for tuning into the Unpack Your Bag podcast, which me, Tony Perks, your host, and Matthias, your co-host. Well, actually, we're just hosts now, so it's not even. We're just hosting. We're just unpacking our bags. And sometimes they're heavy. Sometimes I got weights, you know. And you know what? We still gotta tell our stories because I think me and you. I don't think people know. We used to be single dads. Yeah, we were. We had a really rough journey. I think that's something that I think a lot of people gotta hear because. Yeah, it was tough. I think and I think a lot of guys. I want to say guys because I mean I experienced that shit. It's fucking hard. I'm team guy all the way.
Oh,
I'm always gonna be team
dick.
guy.
Hey, I'm team dick all the way. Damn, they can't see me. no, but
I'm
shit,
team guy. Real talk. Like I'm always rooting for the dudes. Like we need to be better, But go
that
ahead.
shit. I think it was a really hard time.
Yeah, it was.
I think we tell stories. I think people will learn. I mean, because I went from fucking going couches to fucking owning my own place and all that shit. So
yeah, and I mean it's a journey, and especially having a kid,
going to court.
You know
that shit. Going to court by yourself,
dog.
That
I've
shit.
been there, bro. But I understand, man. No backup, no team,
Fucking
just
shaking.
you against everybody.
Yep.
And our situation, because of our minorityness, it was definitely a lot the scarier side.
Yeah, I went to court in California and Arizona.
Oh man, okay, you have a story. Now you have a story, dog. You have a story. So we'll do it on the next podcast. Why don't you guys tune in? We're gonna go into our stories and like how we overcame.
I guess that should be our thing. Overcoming our stories is me and your stories and how we overcame.
Yeah, we'll do that. So on the next podcast, tune in, guys. We're going to talk about how we overcame situations that were hard, burdensome at times, and just let you know that you can actually get through it. It's not the end of the road. It's not over.
And then people go through that shit. Yeah, people go through that shit.
So many dudes, man. So many dudes. But, times are changing. It's getting a little different. But as long as you don't quit.
That's my thing. Quit. As long as you don't fucking quit.
That's the biggest thing.
As long as you're not those fucking guys that just fucking
fall over and it's like, it's like don't be that guy.
Bitch.
If you're a guy that don't walk out on your kid.
You're a bitch.
I don't care. Don't walk out on your.
My daughter lives in Arizona and I go fucking drive.
You were telling me this. You were telling me, I'm like, bro, like this fool is.
I live in guys. I live in Palmdale and I go and drive. My daughter used to live in San Francisco, so I used to go to San Francisco.
Bro.
I let her move to Arizona. And now she lives like 6 hours and a half. And I try to do every other weekend if I can. Then I try.
Yeah. Then that shows like you. That's how much dedicated you.
Dude.
You're still that dedicated to be. Like, even though that's such a hard thing.
It's been like
6 hours.
It's been like 3.5 or 4 years almost already.
Wow.
Driving.
Damn.
Hey, it's a good story.
Anyways, so next time, guys, tune in next time. Watch the next video. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be great. And I hope it helps you guys unpack your bag. Until next time on Unpack Your Bag podcast. Love you. Peace, love, and hair grease. Talk to you soon. Bon voyage.
Peace out.
That's what we're going to end it like that.
You didn't even know it.
You didn't even know it.